Well, after falling to the Oilers Tuesday night, the guys in gold are back at the Fortress hosting the Western Conference-leading Winnipeg Jets. Joining us live from Toshiba Plaza is our very own Nick Walters, where more fans are getting ready for nighttime. And Nick, what's the energy like out there right now? I hear the music.
Yeah, the music is loud and the playoff atmosphere is notching up because there's only 8 games left until the postseason. You know that playoff energy is going to be around, especially with the Vegas Golden Knights, and that's especially true tonight because we have an epic matchup between the best of the West on our hands because the Golden Knights are third in Western Conference standings, and tonight they face off with the 1 seed Winnipeg Jets. And the VGK, they're getting a reinforcement to help pull off a big win that would get the team to 100 standing points on the season. Alex Pietrangelo is expected back in the lineup tonight after missing the last 4 games. The VGK D-man rejoins a team that's relatively very healthy for this late in the year and ready to make a playoff push.
I know we're in a good spot, but as a group, every player really specifically, you want to build your game going into the playoffs, right? You want to feel like you're playing your best going into the playoffs. I think for the first time the last few years, other than maybe Hurts, we right now have a healthy lineup, and that's a nice thing to have going into the playoffs. LA's kind of pushing up on us, so forced us to continue to keep winning hockey games. So it's nice that you're playing for something at this time of the year.
The Knights will be without Tomas Hertl tonight. The VGK center missing his 5th straight as he still works back from injury, but he's back at practice and making progress towards a return. Now coming back out here live in Toshiba Plaza, this is one fan rocking a Tomas Hertl jersey, but Tammy, a Vegas local, is not only bringing 1 jersey to the game, she's got another, a Utah Hockey Club jersey, and if you wonder why, it's because the Hockey Club's win over Calgary on Tuesday is what clinched the Vegas Golden Knights playoff position. Tammy, how exciting is it to have the Golden Knights back in the playoffs?
It's exciting. It's another step to the cup again, so thank you, Utah, for doing their job.
Well, a win tonight will go a long way as a measurement stick to see how the Golden Knights are ready to make another playoff push. But guys, let's go and send it back to you.
Sports reporter Nick Walters joins us live from Toshiba Plaza, where the Fortress opened to fans a half an hour ago. Nick.
Well, Tricia, T-Mobile Arena is no stranger to big fights, and tonight's matchup is a heavyweight bout on ice. The Jets are atop the West with the Knights at 3rd and the Dallas Stars sandwiched in between. So this battle between the cream of the crop in the West has standings ramifications and could even be a preview of the Western Conference Final. Now, of course, the Golden Knights fell to the Oilers on Tuesday, and tonight they'll try to not play like they did in that game in the 2nd period, allowing 3 goals in 1 frame and coming that short of rallying back in the 3rd. A 3-2 loss, snapping their 6-game win streak at the time. But the Knights left the ice only to find out that they clinched a playoff spot thanks to Calgary's loss to Utah. The VGK are getting Alex Pietrangelo back in the lineup for their 3rd battle with the Jets this season. Vegas 2-0 so far against Winnipeg.
Yeah, I mean, they've played us well. It's a good team, right? I mean, they're obviously ahead of us in the standings, fighting for that President's Trophy. So I think, down the stretch, you want to play good teams because it kind of makes you play your best here going into the most meaningful games.
Really not a lot of weaknesses on that team. We tend to play them well. For whatever reason, so hopefully that's the case again. There's ebbs and flows in the game when it starts to go their way, that we put the brakes on as quickly as possible because they're dangerous offensively, like Edmonton. So that's will be our challenge. I'm sure we'll play well. It's just for how long, right? You got to get closer and closer to that 60 minutes.
Pietrangelo's return adds the Knights' very clean bill of health with playoff hockey just 8 games away. Tomas Hertl won't play tonight, missing his 5th straight game, but the team's 2nd leading scorer is back at practice and nearing a return. Now the win tonight, the VGK not only fend off the LA Kings in the standings and also catch up to the Dallas Stars, but if they reach 100 standing points on the season, it'll be only the 3rd time in franchise history they've done that. The last 2 times, they went on to make the Stanley Cup Final. And one more thing, tonight is a special night here at T-Mobile Arena because it is Donate Life Night, where they're celebrating and honoring the donation of organs and like hearts and lungs and all that good stuff. Even the people cranking the siren before puck drop are also organ donors. So it's going to be a big night and a big game. You can watch it all on Vegas 34. Puck drop is at 7. And we'll have your highlights tonight on Channel 13 at 11.
Our sports reporter Nick Walters was at tonight's game. He has the highlights.
Well, that's not the type of score you're accustomed to seeing from the Golden Knights with home ice advantage. In a battle of the best of the West, the Knights can't ground the high-flying Jets, being shut out 4-0. So while the VGK clinch a playoff spot in this two-game homestand, they drop both tests. The glow sticks are out and the playoff vibes are back at the Fortress, but the Knights struggle to light up the scoreboard. The guys in gold, 2-0 against Winnipeg this season entering the night, but it's a different story this Thursday. The Jets net 2 goals in the first and get another past Adin Hill in the second, and Vegas can't manage to answer. The Knights have their chances, but their shots can't touch nylon. In a 3-0 hole hitting the third, Vegas pulls Hill for Akira Schmid, and their offense still can't find a spark. With an empty net in the final 5 minutes, the VGK don't light the lamp, but the Jets do. The Knights stay put at 98 points, still good for first in the Pacific and third in the West, but with the sour taste of an ugly loss.
A really good stretch of hockey, and now we've lost 2 in a row, so you can feel sorry for yourselves, or you can pick yourself off the mat and get back to work. And now we're not going to roll over. Obviously going to learn from these games, but I think this team will bounce back, and we'll get ourselves ready to go.
I think it feels like a step back. That a performance like this it's not good enough, and we got to learn from it.
7 games to go until playoff hockey, only 2 of which on home ice. So there's a sense of urgency to fix what's gone wrong this week.
I'm concerned. This isn't a one-off. I mean, we should be prepared to play. We talked about Edmonton not being a full 60, so we should have responded well. Decision to make yesterday: do we practice? Do we not? Do we rest because we got a 4-game week? We're traveling 3 different cities here, all that stuff. We didn't, and it showed.
Luckily for fans, they have these to still brighten up their night. The Knights hit a 3-game road trip starting Saturday night at Calgary, and they're back here at the Fortress next Thursday when they host Chandler Stevenson and the Kraken. From T-Mobile Arena, I'm Nick Walters, Channel 13 Sports.